As a YouTuber who mostly talks about retro gaming, it's extremely easy to get caught up in nostalgia. Sometimes I feel like a boomer dad who constantly says AC/DC is the best band ever, but hasn't listened to new music in the past 30 years. But life is best if you can stop and smell the roses once in a while, especially when something truly special is going on. 2023 is that time. This year has been absolutely insane for gaming so far, and we're only in June. Nintendo Switch got Tears of the Kingdom last month, which received nearly perfect reviews across the board. If you've seen my Breath of the Wild video, you already know that I was highly critical of it due to a lack of real storytelling or interesting bosses. I can safely say that Tears of the Kingdom has corrected both of those complaints and also added an incredible building mechanic that you can get lost in for hours. I would even go as far as to say that Tears of the Kingdom is my favorite Zelda game since Wind Waker, which released over 20 years ago. PlayStation 5 got the demo for Final Fantasy XVI a few days ago, and all I can really say is wow. Square Enix has not been hiding this game at all, with it making huge appearances at pretty much every gaming showcase recently. We all knew it was going to be good, but after playing the demo, I can confidently say that it's even better than we thought. The visuals are mind-blowing when you're actually playing it on a 4K TV with a PS5 hooked up, rather than watching some compressed video on YouTube. The combat feels more fluid than I could have imagined, giving Elden Ring a run for its money. Speaking of Elden Ring, 2022's Game of the Year is rumored to be getting new DLC this year as well. If you've played any of the previous From Software games like Dark Souls or Bloodborne, you know that they aren't skimpy when it comes to DLC. Their downloadable content often feels like a small sequel that provides you with some of the most memorable areas and bosses in the entire games. Xbox got Redfall? No, in all seriousness, I love my Series S, and I'm not shitting on Microsoft here, but man, they're slacking hard with this new generation of consoles so far. The most hyped exclusives coming to the console are probably Starfield and the new Fable, both of which I doubt we'll really see anything of this year. Forza is getting a new game in October, which is kind of cool I guess, but I really hope Microsoft can turn it around and put out some half-decent games soon. I also can't forget about Diablo 4 and Street Fighter 6, as they are both excellent cross-console releases this year. And later this year, we're expecting games like Spider-Man 2, Alan Wake 2, and the new Assassin's Creed that's returning to its roots. The list goes on. There are so many great games coming out that I'm not even able to mention them all. It's also worth noting that this year has had some of the best remakes and remasters we have ever seen. Metroid Prime, masterpiece. Resident Evil 4, masterpiece. Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, masterpieces. If the quality of remakes and remasters remains this high, I'm more than happy to experience these games all over again. This is the first time in a long time I have seriously been unsure of what game will win Game of the Year. I mean, we all know Zelda is going to win off votes. Thank you, Zelda fanboys. But games like Diablo 4 and even Resident Evil 4 Remake should be in the running too. Obviously, after only playing the first 2 hours of the game so far, it's too soon for me to be certain about Final Fantasy XVI, but if the rest of the game is even close to as good as that demo was, it's a clear choice for me. So my whole point with this video is sometimes it's great to embrace new things. The world is a pretty divisive place right now. From TikTok overtaking YouTube as the most watched video website, to more and more musicians using only programming and no real instruments when recording, things are changing. And though I think not all of the changes are good, if you take a second to live in the moment, I promise that at least in the world of gaming, you won't regret it. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.